Welcome to LSN presented by LHS.
Freshman phenomenon, Rylan Jones.
He made strides in 3A this year, leading Logan to be one of the top scoring teams in 3A and also a playoff contender. We talked to Coach Logan Brown. Let's see what he has to say about Rylan.
He is a very well-rounded player that can score from the perimeter, attack the rim, hit pull-up jumpers, but more importantly, he does a great job of getting his teammates involved. He really distributed the ball very well this year by finding his teammates in open spots. Got going, it seemed like about halfway through the season and seemed to really hit a good stride throughout the year.
This is what other coaches had to say about Rylan. At first glance, you never suspect that the boyish figure you were looking at was one of the best basketball players in the state. Not just 3A, but the state. Only a freshman, he plays with the poise, calm, and confidence of the most seasoned senior. It is uncanny how Rylan can handle the basketball with either hand, will lull you to sleep, and find a way to score at the basket with your biggest and best defenders draped all over him. If you think you can back off and take away his drive, he will shoot the three ball with the accuracy of an Army Ranger. It appeared he would often toy with teams until the game was in question, and then he would take over and beat you in a myriad of ways. He's extremely mentally tough and has an awareness and understanding of the game that most do not, regardless of age. In my opinion, as an opposing coach, Rylan is as talented offensively as any player we have encountered in many years.
That's very impressive. Do you think that he could become the greatest basketball player ever in Logan High history?
I definitely think he could, but there are some amazing players in Logan High's history he's going to have to pass. Here's Coach Brown talking about that.
He's got to beat some really good players. Since I've been here, Tyler Brimhall broke the all-time scoring record at Logan High. He was a really good player that's getting his education paid for at Idaho. And you look at Bob Lariski, was a great player that was here in the 60s, that went on and played professional basketball and then played at Utah State. And then Charles Abouo, I think, is one of those players that is in that discussion of one of the greatest players to ever play at Logan High. So he's got to keep working hard and improving his game every year.
Arguably the best Logan High player of all time so far is Robert Lariski. We interviewed science teacher George Durst, who was his classmate at LHS.
This is a great opportunity to be able to talk about Robert Lariski. He was known to us as Lau. He was a three-sport athlete. He played football, great football player, defensive end, also used as a receiver. He played basketball, which he got all-state, and that's where he went on to Utah State and went into the pros. And he also played baseball. And so I had the opportunity of being in all three sports with Robert Lariski, or Lau. Coach Rod Tueller was our coach, and with Coach Tueller, his wife, of course, was over the Tueller's dance, and so Robert, as he was growing up, was taking ballet lessons, and that's how he got to be a little more coordinated. Robert was one of those that when it came to basketball, he was outstanding in jump shots, hook shots. His hook shot was phenomenal. Defensively, he could just move and do anything he wanted to do. Robert Lariski was probably the greatest athlete that I have seen through all the years.
He was Mr. Basketball in the state of Utah, and he has the most points per game, and it's still standing to this day as a Logan High record. He had 41 points in a single game, 31 rebounds in a single game, and he played at Utah State on the All-Century team. He had 13 professional seasons in Europe and in the NBA.
The next player he will probably have to pass is Charles Abouo. We talked to Coach Jeff Brimhall, who coached him in his career at Logan High.
Charles Abouo is one of the greatest players to ever come through Logan High for a number of reasons. Probably the biggest and most impressive to me is I had the opportunity to coach him, is his work ethic. I've never seen anybody work as diligently and as intensely as he worked over his 4 years of high school, continuing that on into college ball and now professionally. That's what originally sets Charles apart, on top of the fact that he was basically a freak athlete. When he was younger, he didn't shoot real well outside, but he was able to score inside. As he got older, he was able to develop his mid-range game and could also shoot consistently from beyond the arc. So Charles is very balanced, but his sheer physical nature and intensity that he brought to the game made a difference for his team, made a difference for him, and set him apart. Charles is to me, he's a family member. He's a great friend. We stay in contact, monthly, and just exciting player to be around.
Wow, Dunk City.
Yeah, he was an amazing athlete. He was the 2007 3A MVP, and he scored 22 points per game, 10 rebounds per game, averaging a double-double. He also had 3 steals per game, and a school record 10 single-game steals. He went on to play at BYU and is the most winning player in school history with 113 wins. Now he's playing in the Spanish League professionally. Now we'll talk about Rylan. What does he have to do to become the best player in Logan High history? This year he's first team All-State. He averaged 19.7 points per game, with setting the single season record of Logan High with 511 points. He also had 71 three-pointers, leading the state and another school record. He finished the season with 69 steals, first in the state, and also first in the state in assists with 105.
We talked to Rylan and got the secret of his success.
Ever since I was a little kid, 2 to 3 years old, always played basketball my whole life. I don't really have any pregame rituals, but just make 15 shots inside the key, make 10 free throws, and then make 15 threes. That's what I do before games. Typical day in the summer for shooting is I make 300 to 500 shots, game speed every day. Win state championship at Logan High and go on to play Division I basketball at somewhere, and then play professionally.
The stats are amazing, but what really stands out to me and what makes him the amazing player is his basketball instinct.
Yeah, it really seems like he's going to blow out all of these by, wow, doubles of almost every category, it seems like. And that will conclude it for LSN tonight. Thank you for watching.